back. My next guest is a regular at Caroline's Comedy Club here in New York City. Please welcome a very funny woman, Janine Ditullio.
How are you? I'm doing fine. I want to tell you a story that happened to me the other night in the liquor store by my house. I went into the liquor store, and the guy behind the counter asked me if I was 21. And I was like, oh my God, that is so sweet. You've made my night. And then he goes, do you have ID? And I go, do you have cataract? What is going on here? I go, I'm over 21, but I don't have ID. And then he said, smile. So I'm in a really good mood at this point. I smile really big, right? He leans in, looks at me very closely, and then he hands me the bottle of wine. And I go, wait a minute, what was that all about? And he goes, right here. He was looking for the lines on my eyes. How cold is that? He might as well have just said, could you lift up your shirt and show me your sagging breast? By the time I left the store, he was going, do you even still get your period anymore? Ma'am? I don't drink very much, which is strange. I come from a big family of drinkers. My mother is one of those people who loves to drink, but she has to give you a reason, a little rationalization why she's drinking. She'll go like, oh, I'm just mixing myself a little drink. It's my birthday. I'm celebrating. Or just having a little drink. It's the weekend. I'm relaxing. Or I'm just having a little drink. The mail's here. It's morning. Her best reason ever, though, her best excuse, there was a big storm, a hurricane coming near where she lived. I go, Mom, I'm just calling to see if you're all right. She goes, oh, yeah, honey, I'm doing just fine. I'm just mixing myself a little drink. Because they said the power might go out, and I want to use the ice before it melts. I told her to fill the bathtub with gin in case the water supply went bad. I have terrible water in my apartment. I have one of those New York City apartments where you're in the shower, everything's fine, and then for no reason, the temperature of the water goes crazy. I'll be in the shower, and then suddenly scalding hot water. Then I have to decide whether to get out of the shower and wait for the temperature to go back to normal, or to do this. Right? You got to stand out of the stream, yet pretend you have some control over the temperature. Oh yeah, I'm the one doing it. Oh, I'm getting just perfect. Ah, good. Freezing cold back to this position. Because of this, a 10-minute shower takes me an hour and a half. By the time I'm finished, I feel like I've been through a bad relationship. It's like I can control you, you're hurting me, I can control you. Ow, you're hurting me again. At least I'm satisfied in the shower. I was in a bad relationship once. Just once, I'm still in all the others. One time I went out with this guy for a very long time, and he was an extremely heavy drinker, and then finally one night we broke up. And I decided, you know what, it's my turn to go out for a change. So I went out to this club. I sat down next to this woman. She started talking to me. She was throwing them back. Then she started flirting with me. And then suddenly I started flirting with her, and that's when I realized I'm attracted to alcoholics. Doesn't matter what your gender is, as long as you're in denial, I'm there for you. So recently I was riding on the New York City subway, and this is an absolutely true story. I'm riding on the subway at 6 o'clock in the evening. I look up, there's a man standing across from me. He's got a newspaper in one hand, and I notice his other hand is here, and he's moving it a little bit. And I think, uh-oh, this guy's touching himself inappropriately in public. I'll have to monitor the situation. Good citizen and all, right? So anyway, I look away, then I just glance over, and now I'm pretty sure he's aroused. Either that or he's got a small animal in his pants that's trying to get out. I don't want to stare, but the guy's really good looking. I know you weren't picturing him that way, but he's a very handsome man. So I look back over just one more time, and at this point, I swear to you, he unzips his pants, he pulls out his penis on the train. So I moved, like 3 seats closer. For $1.50, you don't want obstructed view, do you? I actually started to walk away, and then I thought, what's he going to do to me, you know? I put my umbrella up. So anyway, I'm sitting subway at 6 in the evening. I've got my umbrella up. I'm watching a strange man pleasuring himself. Here's the weird part. I was getting off the train on 14th Street. That was my stop, okay? Now I have to decide, because he's not finished yet, whether I want to stay on the train until West 4th. Do you see my dilemma? If he doesn't finish by West 4th, I'm going to Brooklyn. I'm going all the way to Brooklyn to watch a strange man masturbate on the subway. That's weird. So I'm in Brooklyn. Thanks a lot.
That was great. That was great. Janine Ditullio, everybody. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. Everybody, that is our show for tonight. I do want to thank all my guests. Janine Ditullio, hilarious. Thank you very much for being here. Yay, Janine Ditullio. Also, our thanks to the lovely Angie Harmon, who's going to go to a Chinese restaurant with me someday. Our thanks to Jay Moore for stopping by. Very funny guy. Andy Richter, Max Weinberg, and the Max Weinberg 7. Stay tuned for later, everybody. Have a nice night. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.